Students, today we will be learning a new term, odds in probability. That is, odds means the ratio of two complementary probabilities. Now we learn about odds in detail. Odds, ratio of two complementary probabilities. Complementary probabilities we have already learned. That is, the probabilities of complementary events. What are complementary events? If A is an event which represents the occurrence of A, then A complement represents the non-occurrence of A. Non-occurrence of A means A does not occur. And let us see it. Let n be the number of distinct sample points in the sample space S. Out of n sample points, m sample points are favorable for the occurrence of event A. Therefore, remaining n minus m sample points are favorable for the non-occurrence of A or occurrence of the complementary event A dash. A dash is represented by complementary event. Now, P of A, probability of A, by definition, the number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of all outcomes in the sample space, that is m upon n. And P of A dash will be, P of A complement will be n minus m, that is the remaining outcomes of n. So, n minus m upon n. Now, we learn the odds. There are two types of odds. Odds in favor of event A and odds against the event A. First we will see odds in favor of event A. This is the ratio of number of favorable cases to the number of unfavorable cases is called as odds in favor of event A, which is given by P of A is to P of A dash. That is the ratio of favorable cases to the number of non-favorable cases or unfavorable cases. That is equal to m divided by n minus m. That is P of A, we have m upon n, and P of A dash is n minus m upon n. Then when you divide these two fractions, you will get m upon n minus m. Now odds against the event A. Ratio of number of unfavorable cases to the number of favorable cases is called the odds against event A, which is given by P of A dash is to P of A. That is, we will write the complement probability first. That is P of A dash first and P of A then second. P of A dash is to P of A is equal to n minus m. N minus m are the unfavorable cases for A. So, n minus m upon m. The odds are defined as the probability that the event will occur divided by the probability that the event will not occur. That is the favorable case. Odds in favor of the event A can be defined this way also. That is, event will occur divided by event will not occur. That is favorable case upon non-favorable cases only. Now, when the odds are given, then we can find the probability of occurrence of A as well as probability of non-occurrence of A from this formula. If odds in favor of event A are given as the ratio A is to B, that is, this is the odds, not the separate probability. From this we can find the separate probability of P of A and P of A dash. Then the probability of occurrence of A, that is P of A, is A by A plus B, and the probability of non-occurrence of A, that is P of A dash, that is B by A plus B. Similarly, if odds against the event A is given, that is A is to B, then the probability of occurrence of A is B by A plus B. This is odds against. So, B by A plus B will be the probability of A, P of A, and the probability of non-occurrence of A will be A by A plus B. You should learn these formula also very clearly. We will solve the sums of exercise 9.5. Question number 1. If odds in favor of X, solving a problem are 4:3. That is, this is P of A is to P of A complement, like that. P of x. Here it is given the event x, so P of x is to P of x complement or x dash. As A is to B form, that is 4:3. And odds against y. Against y, we will write P of y dash first, then P of y. P of y dash is to P of y. That is what odds against y. Solving the same problem are 2:3. Find the probability of x solving the problem. So we will find P of x and y solving the problem. So we will find P of y from the odds. So first we will define the event x and y. It's already given. The event that x solves the problem, y is the event that y solves the problem. Now odds in favor of x solving the problem are 4:3. Then by formula, converse formula, we have P of x is a by a plus b. 4 by 4 plus 3. A means the first term in the ratio. So 4 by 4 plus 3. That is 4/7 is P of x. Now we see the B part of the question, that is odds against y solving the problem are 2:3 given. Then probability of y solving the problem is P of y, which is given by 1 minus P of y dash. That also we can use or we can use the formula directly, that is if y odds against y is A is to B, then the probability of y solving the problem P of y is b by a plus b. B means here the number 3 stands for b. A is to b. The ratio is same as A is to b, then b by a plus b. That is 3 by 2 plus 3. So you can use it directly also. Otherwise P of y is 1 minus P of y dash, and P of y dash will be the first term divided by total, that is 2/2 plus 3. So like that also you can do. Now question number 3. The odds against student X solving a statistics problem are 8:6 and odds in favor of student Y solving the same problem are 14:16. Find the chance that the problem will be solved if they try it independently and neither of them solves the problem. Let us see it. Odds against x solving the problem are given, that is 8:6. Then we know that if it is odds against x, then P of x dash gives the ratio of the first term divided by the total, that is 8/8 plus 6. That is P of a dash is a by a plus b, 8/14. Now the probability of x solves the problem, that is P of x or P of a, it is same as P of a, that is b by a plus b. B by a plus b, that is, otherwise you can use this way also. P of x dash is already calculated, then we can use that to find P of x. Normally probability complementary probabilities are obtained this way. If P of x is given, then 1 minus P of x dash is, if P of x dash is given, then we can find P of x by using 1 minus P of x dash and vice versa. So this way also we can find, or you can use this formula, P of x is equal to b by a plus b, that is 6/14. Now let P of y means probability of y solving the problem. Here since odds in favor of y is given, that is the ratio is 14:16 or A is to B form, then we can write P of y as first term, that is a/a plus b, that is 14/14 plus 16, that is 14/30. And the probability that y does not solve the problem gives, that is 16/30. Or you can use, we have already found P of y, then we can use this formula also. P of y dash is equal to 1 minus P of y, that is 1 minus 14/30 is nothing but 16/30. Now the first question we will solve, that is using the above data we solve the problem. The first question was find the probability that the problem is solved if they try independently. So the required probability is P of x union y, that is either x or y. We should get the problem solved. That is by formula P of x plus P of y minus P of x intersection y. Now what is this P of x intersection y? since x and y are independent events, then we know p of x intersection y is p of x into p of y. So the required probability is p of x plus p of y minus p of x into p of y. By substituting the values, we will get 73 upon 105. Question number 6. In a single toss of a fair die, what are the odds against the event that the number 3 or 4 turns up? First, consider the tossing of a single die. That is, when a fair die is tossed once, or rolled once, the sample space is given by s is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, n of s is equal to 6. There are 6 outcomes. Then we define the event A as the event that 3 or 4 turns up. So A contains the numbers 3 and 4, and n of A is equal to 2. Now P of A is n of A upon n of S, that is 2 upon 6 is equal to 1 upon 3. And P of A complement or P of A dash is equal to 1 minus P of A, that is 2 upon 3. Now odds against event A is given by P of A dash is to P of A. So P of A and P of A dash we have now. So we will substitute here 2 upon 3 is to 1 upon 3. Is to means divided by only. So 2 upon 3 divided by 1 upon 3. We will multiply by taking the reciprocal of the second ratio, that is 3 upon 1 is multiplied. So 3 will get cancelled and we have 2 is to 1. Question number 7. The odds in favor of A winning the game of chess against B are 3 is to 2. If 3 games are to be played, what are the odds in favor of A is winning at least 2 games out of the 3? So let the event A is A wins the game and event B is B wins the game. Since the odds in favor of A winning the game against B are given 3 is to 2, the probability of occurrence of event A is given by 3 by 3 plus 2 and probability of occurrence of B is given by, that is again non-occurrence of A, then we can say that B wins the game. So P of B is same as P of A dash, that is P of B is given by 2 by 3 plus 2, that is 2 by 5 and 3 by 5. Now we define the required event, that is event E, such that A wins at least 2 games out of 3 games. There are 3 games, then A wins at least 2 games. At least 2 means A wins 2 or 3. So P of E can be written as P of A into P of A into P of B, means 2 games, A wins 2 games and the third game is won by B. And the second case also, first game won by A, second game won by B and the third game, that is 2, A wins 2 games, first and third. Here in this case first game won by B but second and third won by A. That is, these are the cases where A wins 2 games. Now we have one more case, that is A wins all the 3. At least 2 is given, so it can be 3 also. All the 3 games are won by A only. P of A into P of A into P of A. So either of these cases possible. So or first this one, or second, or third, or fourth. So or case is coming, so we use addition. So P of E can be calculated by substituting the values in these probabilities. We will get on simplification 81 upon 125. Now this is P of E. Then we can calculate P of E dash by using the formula 1 minus P of E. So 1 minus 81 upon 125 is 44 upon 125. Now we find the odds in favor of A winning at least 2 games. We have already found at least 2 games probability. So in odds we need to find, that is in favor of A means P of E is to P of E dash. That is 81 is to 125 is to 44 upon 125. So we get 81 is to 44 as 125 will get cancelled. So we have covered all the important sums from this lesson. So you learn all these sums thoroughly, and the remaining sums you can try using these solved sums. All the best for the final assessment. Thank you.